All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the best team in the National Basketball Association. That's right, we're talking about the 2-0 Golden State Warriors. In all seriousness, is this team ever going to lose? Dating back to preseason, this new era, this new look Golden State Warriors team has yet to lose. Got strength in numbers. The Golden State Warriors have 151 bench points. No other team has more than 113. This is a deep team. They just beat the Portland Trailblazers 140-104 in Portland, and then the Utah Jazz last night in Utah. Utah, man, I know they're not on paper the best team in the NBA, but they are not easy to beat at home. Even not making the playoffs, being just a bad team last year, they were still really good at home. 127-86 last night, guys. Cumulative 77-point two-game margin, becoming the first team in NBA history to win its first two games by at least 35 points. They just broke NBA history. So, folks, obviously, we're talking about the dubs over here on Warriors Daily. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily dubs content, baby. If we try and get this video to 200 likes for the 2-0 start, that would mean the absolute world to me. Buddy Hield, man. Buddy Hield, it's just, he's so good. He's averaging 6 threes a game right now. He scored 22 points in 15 minutes in the opener against Portland, and then he followed that up with 24 points in the first half last evening. Finished with 27 because it was a complete and utter blowout. But guys, in all, Buddy Hield is up to 49 points in only 35 minutes this season. He has made 12 of his 16 three-point attempts, and he is a huge reason this team has strength in numbers. That starting lineup's gotten off to a little bit of a slower start in each of the first two quarters, but at the end of the first quarter in both those games, when Buddy Hield steps in off the bench, it just changes, and it changes immediately. 127-86. It was a masterclass victory. Now, with that being said, it hasn't been perfect. Right now, granted, these are blowouts, right? We just talked about it. They just broke NBA history for the 77-point two-game margin, becoming the first team in NBA history to win both their games by 35 or more. So like Draymond Green last night, for example, 19 minutes. TJD, 16 minutes. Steph Curry even only played 27. So it's a small sample size because Steve Kerr is able to get like 12, 13 deep on a night-in to night-out basis. But then, these are obviously blowouts. But, a guy like Jonathan Kuminga, I'm just fully convinced is going to ascend into a star by the end of this season. And he's really struggled, man. He only has 12 points in 2 games. He's 4-13 from the field. Last night, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, shot just 1 of 5. But granted, he did just play only 17 minutes, and he's such a young kid. I'm not worried about Jonathan Kuminga at all, but if I did have to say, like, the one negative through Golden State's first 2 games, it would probably be, or definitely would be, Jonathan Kuminga. Andrew Wiggins, man, the energy's back. The energy's back. He dealt with just some of the worst personal things any human being could ever go through, and it sucks, and we're all there for him, and we're all rooting for him this season. But his energy and his focus all summer, it's just there. This is energy levels we need from Andrew Wiggins, because we want to see that championship Andrew Wiggins like we did a couple of years ago. But a good way to evaluate players' energy levels, or just energy impact, rebounds. So Andrew Wiggins, he only shot 3 of 10 last night. 10 points, most important stat here, 13 rebounds for Andrew Wiggins last night. He also had 5 assists and 2 blocks in only 23 minutes. TJD, guys, has not missed a shot. TJD in the first 2 games has not missed a single shot. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 6 from the field in only 16 minutes for TJD. And then to round out that starting lineup, obviously we got Mr. Steph Curry, who had 13 points in the third quarter, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 of 20 from the field, 4 of 13 from downtown. He did have 2 steals. Wasn't the best shooting night for Steph. Hasn't been the most efficient, most effective first 2 games. But once again, he only played 27 minutes. They haven't really needed Steph to do too much. But in that third quarter, he came out with a bang and pretty much solidified this victory for Golden State last night. But where things get the most fun is on the bench. And we already talked about Buddy Hield going 10 of 14. 7 and 9 from downtown, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Anyone want to take a stab at how many minutes he played? Just think about it in your head. Buddy Hield, 14 shot attempts, 7 and 9 from the field, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. You guessed 19 minutes. You're correct. Kyle Anderson, another new addition, new acquisition from this past summer, 7.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3-7 from the field, 1 of 4 from downtown, including 2 steals. And then finally, the most recent new addition is D'Anthony Melton. We didn't see too much D'Anthony last night because he had 5 fouls, but that defense is still there as it always is. We saw it more so in the first game. Moses Moody, 12 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from downtown, also chipped in with 2 total steals. Moses Moody, breakout candidate, in my opinion, for this Golden State Warriors team and the NBA in general. Coming off a phenomenal preseason, we knew he was going to have a role, and we know all he needed in the last couple of years was a solidified, consistent role, and that's kind of what it appears we're going to be seeing from Moses this season. Kevon Looney, huge piece. Kevon Looney and Gary Payton II were huge pieces in that championship win a couple of seasons ago. Kevon Looney and both those two cats, whether it was injuries or what have you, they were not as good last season. Looney last night, man, huge. 9 points, 10 rebounds, 4-6 from the field, 1 block in only 13 minutes. We also saw Gary Payton, 4 points, a couple of assists, and 3 total steals in 12 minutes, man. Gary, as always, a player you just have to watch to fully appreciate. Stats aren't really going to tell the story. The steals might tell the story, but not even. That's how good of a defensive player he is. And then finally, we'll touch on B-Pod here. Bounce back game, 15 total points, 5 rebounds, 7 of 14 from the field, 1 of 5 from downtown, gave us a steal, gave us a block in only 24 minutes. Folks, things are looking really good. I mean, they're really good. Apparently, Jonathan Kuminga is drawing a lot of trade interest right now, by the way, because of the measly 2 games he's had. I have no interest in trading Jonathan Kuminga, and I don't think Golden State does either. Rounding out the week against the Los Angeles Clippers, Paul George no longer part of that team. Kawhi Leonard still not back. Golden State can easily finish 3-0 24 hours from the time of this recording in the first week of the NBA season. But strength in numbers, man, here's a crazy stat. Golden State last night, 20 of 50 from downtown. They took 53s and they made 20 of them at a 40% clip. They only got to the free throw line 6 times. I mean, it was a utter domination fest. They were shooting lights out. Everyone on this team contributed and chipped in, and it's just the energy is back, man. This Golden State Warriors team is just back, all right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily dubs content. We'll see you guys tomorrow before tip-off. But guys, 2 games into the season, let me know who you are most impressed by. I have a feeling most people are going to say Buddy Hield, but let me know nonetheless. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.